Cool.
Cool.
Great. So, welcome formally once again. My name is Roshan.
Thank
I
you.
am the founder of Freepathshala. And this session is for PTM mentors that I hope
Right.
you all have gone through the document which was shared with you.
Yeah.
And objective is to, come onto one page and then any questions which needs to be answered. So we'll be happy to answer that. Uh,
Okay.
So let me start with what we do and how things have been working. So I'll probably take 5 minutes and then we can move more in a structured manner. Free Pathshala is open schools which are running in open parks of Gurgaon. There are around 8 locations, out of which 7 locations we are teaching in open parks. Either it's a barren land of Huda or it's a park which is being used by resident plus us. We teach every day for 5 hours, and it is these are the morning classes. So it starts at 7 to 12, or it is 8 to 1, or it is 9 to 2, depending on the sun and depending on the uh, Mawsam. So if it is hot, we'll start early so that we can wind up early. We'll start at 7, close at 12 o'clock. And if it is season like this, then probably we'll start at 9 o'clock and then end at 2 o'clock. Target audience is largely construction workers population. We don't say no to anybody who's from any other uh, part of society. But then yes, that's how the challenge, what I realized long back. I'm trying to pursue this. And we do so a typical NCRT books, and typical like a school, you have daily classes, you have periods, you have lunch break, you have examination every month, you have uh, PTM every month. So this is what we have been trying to do. And objective of this PTM was, is not only uh, telling parents how their kids are doing in terms of attendance, in terms of focus, in terms of marks and all that. Objective is also to do a orientation of parents, and reason being, the biggest challenge in free Pathshala which we face is we are willing to teach those kids whose parents do not have a stable life, in stable job. So they will be shifting every 3 4 months from one location to the other location. That's the problem which we have identified in the beginning. And then objective is to address this problem. And how do you do it? So a firm believe that out of 100 cases, we will be able to at least address 80% of the cases. 20% will have their genuine reasons. So they will be going for katai buai at their homes. But जो बाकी 80% लोग हैं, if we are able to guide them that how they can build a stability, because they don't know how to build stability in their life, because they know कि jobs तो 3 4 महीने की साइड होती है, फिर वो साइड चेंज हो जाती है. तो इट इज़ वेरी नॉर्मल कि जॉब तो हमको लोकेशन चेंज करनी ही पड़ेगी. सो फॉर देम इट्स वेरी नॉर्मल, right? So to tell them that no, it is not normal and there are ways to address it, we do this parents teacher meeting. And second part of the parents teacher meeting, so first is making them aware about the kids will be taken care by teachers at the center. And the second part, wherein we can build a balance in their life, guide them, is what we are trying to achieve through this PTM mentorship. Yeah. So I'll, you know, probably we can take up questions so that I understand that where are we heading towards, and then I'll fill gaps because I know this is recording, so I'll fill gaps also.
Hi. So I'm Anisha. Actually, left my corporate job a couple of years back. I teach at an NGO called Saksham Bal Vikas, which is in Vyapar Kendra. I teach English to grade 6 and 7. I go thrice a week, so I have a couple of week. And you said 3 days a month, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went through the document that you had shared. I also feel it'll be like learning on the job because reading theory vis-a-vis, we also hold PTMs, but I do only academic PTMs at Saksham. I don't take care of and we also have a more stable attendance. I think the main issue is coming of regularity, right? Like people leaving kids are leaving the sessions in the middle, and you're talking about women having more stable jobs instead of construction sites do like helper jobs, etc.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to be part of this, but I also feel that I would get more of a sense when I kind of maybe can shadow listen to one of these conversations which happen and typically understand. But yeah, happy to be here and learn and take it forward.
Okay, great. Uh, Anu,
Hi, good morning. My name is Anupreet. I know it's displayed there. I've worked for almost roughly about 12 years in corporate, then shifted gears and moved to the education industry because my passion was purely in being with the kids in the classroom. And I'm on the guest lecture board for a lot of colleges, wherein I just go for mentoring and coaching to the final year students. I work with the NGOs also, wherein I coach the children to set their goals. So I worked with Neve in Gurgaon for the children, uh, and so basically giving them an hope that, it's not just us who are at that level who make goals and they achieve. It is for them also, it is possible. And that's But the biggest challenge that I have faced during most of my interactions is we build something with the children in the school because education gives a very different perspective for everyone, but when they go back to the same environment where the parents are not educated, the environment is very different. They tend to get sucked in with the usual conditional, thing that पढ़ के क्या करना है, जितने घंटे तुम लगा रहे हो उतने में पैसे आ जाएंगे. So, building, having the children and the parent convinced that, let him study, let him be, whereas why it is important. Because I feel this is a very good initiative of having this conversation with the parents. Uh, uh, just not giving them education that, I remember there was a parent who told me, I'm happy to send him to the school कि 4 घंटे मेरा दिमाग नहीं चाटेगा वो. मतलब I'm happy to have him off my hands. But beyond that, having that ki no, it's not just the education, but he'll in future help you build your life better. So this continuity is important. So let him study, let him give him that or her that thing. Build, go an extra leg for yourself and change your. I was going through the document and there were so many things which hit the nail on the head by saying that, okay, have a shift of jobs from being a construction worker to taking up more stable jobs for themselves so that they are, they have a stable life, or at least one parent takes something or the father picks up something which is more of annual income, so they don't have to worry that okay kal humko khana milega ki nahi. So that part was very good in that document which I was reading and talking about it. Of course, I'm coming with my cup full, so I want to empty it and I want to work with a new thought in my mind with with the parents.
mm,
So, however, wherever you guide and give us the script or the document or do's and don'ts, happy to work on that.
great. So, uh, you know, one common thing is we all three have worked in corporate, right? So I was working for 16 years. While I was working in my last 2 years of employment, I started Freepathshala. So I left my job, full-time job in December 2016. Freepathshala happened in May 2015. Now coming to a very important point that you have to empty your cup. So let me help you in that. Okay. Uh, So we had somebody who has joined. We are three here only. Okay. Uh, so 9 years back, when I was teaching at my parking lot, and started doing it, I realized कि इनकी लाइफ में nomadic nature तो है. और आई ऑल्सो रियलाइज आई वेंट टू गवर्नमेंट स्कूल नियर बाय बच्चों के एडमिशन कराने के लिए, जो सब कुछ कराते होंगे, सब होते होंगे. एंड दे सेड कि नहीं यार, तुम तो कागज लेके नहीं आओगे, तुम तो आओगे तो 3 महीने बाद चले जाओगे. दे वर टेलिंग दिस टू पेरेंट्स. एंड आई वाज कि यार, पेरेंट प्रिंसिपल भी समझता है कि जो है इनकी ये दिक्कत है कि ये चले जाएंगे. बट द पॉइंट वाज कि, एंड देन आई वाज टॉकिंग टू समबडी एंड ही सेड कि यार, इन बच्चों को कोई पढ़ाना नहीं चाहता. रीजन बीइंग कि यू डोंट हैव डेटा टू शो. अगर आपने स्टार्ट किया एक बच्चा से, तो यू विल से ना कि मैंने 10 बच्चों को पढ़ाया है. अब बट अगर आपके वो साइकिल घूमती रहेगी और फिर वो 2-3 हो जाएंगे, फिर पिछले 2 छोड़ जाएंगे, तो यूल बी लाइक दिस ओनली. तो देन आई थॉट कि ओके फाइन, देन दिस इज द इंटरेस्टिंग एरिया टू एड्रेस. इन बच्चों को पढ़ाना चाहिए हमको, राइट. एंड पढ़ाने के लिए फिर पेरेंट्स को समझाना बहुत जरूरी है. PTM is not something which is new to Free Pathshala. We have been doing it since last 9 years, and the decision of reaching out to well qualified people like you is कि बॉस, हमसे नहीं हो रहा था. वी हैव बीन डूइंग PTM एवरी, मतलब सब कुछ कर लिया यार. पहले मंथली PTM करके देखी, फिर क्वार्टरली PTM करके देखी, फिर सारे. वी हैव 7 लोकेशंस जहाँ जो पार्किंग पढ़ाते हैं. 7 लोकेशंस को एक साथ करके देखा, अलग अलग करके देखा, एक ही दिन करके देखा, मतलब पता नहीं क्या क्या करके देखा हमने. और बट वो इफेक्टिवनेस आई नहीं है अभी तक. ठीक है. सो अनु, नो आंसरिंग दिस थिंग कि बॉस, वी आर एट अ सिचुएशन आफ्टर 9 years कि वी नीड टू थिंक डिफरेंटली. मतलब जितने वो पॉसिबल रीजंस हो सकते हैं ना, जो कि हो सकता है कि यू वुड हैव एक्सपीरियंस इन सम ऑफ योर volunteering and assignments which I may not be aware of it. Probably we can pick things either from there. Otherwise uh, it is not just a empathy listening which we have to do. We have to do more talking. राइट. यू में आस्क कि भाई तू आया, आपके बच्चे आते क्यों नहीं है, या आपके बच्चे पढ़ते क्यों नहीं है. दे विल गिव यू ऑल दोज रीजन ओनली कि मैम, मैं तो चाहती हूँ ये जाए, 4 घंटे बैठेगा, कुछ सीखेगा. बट इनको उसके आगे की दुनिया पता ही नहीं है कि बच्चा सीखे कैसे, 4 घंटे बैठे कैसे. सो दैट्स वेयर. सो आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट ओके आई नो आई हैव सेट फार्मूलाज कि ये 5 फार्मूला आप लोगों को बोलने हैं. मैं तो अकेला हूँ, मैं तो बोल नहीं पाऊंगा. बट आप जो है 3-3 लोग हैं सेशन, तो 6 सेंटर्स कवर हो जाएंगे, एक में मैं कवर कर लूंगा. आई डोंट हैव सेट फार्मूला, राइट. व्हेन यू when you talk to parents on a PTM day, you will realize कि इनके questions क्या हैं, and then not necessary they will have a questions also. But you have to figure out कि इनका pain point क्या है, and then you have to give them answers. I have jotted down few answers जो मैंने टीचर्स के लिए एक डिस्क्रिप्शन लिख के भेजा था आपको मैंने. Then I have sent you a description for you also. I have jotted down few directional answers, but then these are not very uh, plug and play answers. They might be plug and play for 10-20%, but not for other this thing. So as Anisha said ki we'll cross the bridge and then we'll see what is there. So it's मतलब देखो, मैंने तो नहीं किया. इन 9 सालों में मैं डेली फ्री पाठशाला मतलब बोलता हूँ, सुनता हूँ, खाता हूँ, पीता हूँ, सोता हूँ. एंड बट आई हैव नॉट बीन एबल टू, there are few things which I have learned, right. The parents are somebody who was at the age of 15, 16, 17, 18 साल के बच्चे थे इनके parents. They have grown up, they have reached the age of 18, 20. The parents saw that okay, they have a full grown body, so let's get them married. They got married, they did not had any skill. So ये they went to nearby place में, वहां पर उन्होंने काम करना शुरू कर दिया, चाहे कुछ भी काम करना शुरू कर दिया, चाहे मिस्त्री का काम करना शुरू कर दिया. आफ्टर वर्किंग फॉर couple of 1 to 3 years, they realize कि ये बच्चे बड़े हो गए, अब इनकी शादी भी कर दो. once the marriage happens, बच्चा इज अ बाय प्रोडक्ट ऑफ शादी. वो शादी हो गया तो बच्चा भी हो गया. बच्चा हो गया तो भगवान ने हाथ रखा तो बच्चा बड़ा भी हो गया. Right? They don't know how to live their life. I'm talking about parents right now. They don't know how to live their life. They have certain basic common sense, but then a lot of things are missing. They have fear, they have shyness. हमको बहुत सारी चीज़ों को एड्रेस करना पड़ेगा. और दे डोंट नो कि और क्या ऑप्शन हो सकते हैं. जैसे कि मतलब इट इज सो सिंपल फॉर अस, बट आई हैव रियलाइज sometime when I tell a parent, a father or a wife or a mother that आप दोनों एक ही साइट पे काम मत करो. अगर आपके हस्बैंड इस साइट पे काम कर रहे हैं जहाँ कंस्ट्रक्शन हो रहा है, तो आप दूसरी साइट पे कर लो. कल को यहाँ काम बंद होगा तो आपको वहाँ मिल जाएगा. उनका ना वो है कि नहीं, हम साथ में रहेंगे, साथ में काम कर रहे हैं. अरे साथ में रहोगे बट यूर रिस्किंग ऑल्सो ना. एक ही सेक्टर में, एक ही गली में, एक प्लॉट पे आप काम कर लो, एक पे मैं कर लूंगा. तो एटलीस्ट दो स्मॉल स्मॉल पॉइंट्स वी नीड टू एड्रेस. एंड more listening, as I said. So more listening first, and then thinking and giving them solutions. It's a long process. See, do not. I don't expect. You know. जब मैं खुद नहीं कर पाया तो मैं आपसे कैसे एक्सपेक्ट करूंगी आप जिस मीटिंग में जाओगे उसी मीटिंग में झंडे गाड़ दोगे. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होने वाला. ठीक है, आप जाओगे, आप सुनोगे, बोलोगे, कोशिश करोगे. द ओनली थिंग इज आई एम नॉट गिविंग यू बर्डन ऑफ कि तुम्हें बच्चे की परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में बोलना है उनको. बच्चे के परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में वो टीचर बोल सकती है कि टाइम से आता है नहीं आता है, ढंग से बैठता है नहीं बैठता है. और यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट बच्चा. यू हैव टू वरी अबाउट पेरेंट्स. एंड दिस इज व्हाट बेस्ट वी कैन डू, कि हम पेरेंट्स को अगर यह सही बना देंगे तो बच्चे को संभाल लेंगे वो लोग. So, how do we go ahead on this? We have PTM happening in next 3 days also, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? Depending on whatever day available you are. Wherever PTM is there, the teacher has a laptop. People are joining a bit late. Uh, Hi, Kanupriya. Okay. So, wherever PTM is happening, पीटीएम, द वे नॉर्मल पीटीएम हैपेंस इज वी इन्फॉर्म बच्चों को कि भाई आपके कल आपके मार्क्स बताए जाएंगे, अपने पापा मम्मी को लेके आना है. तो वो फिर कुछ लोग बोलते हैं घर पे, कुछ लोग नहीं बोलते घर पे. कुछ लोग बोलते हैं घर पे तो उनके पेरेंट्स सीरियस होते हैं, फिर वो नहीं पहुंचते पहुंचते कुछ पहुंच जाते हैं. राइट. तो कनुप्रिया, एम आई ऑडिबल टू यू?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Okay, cool. So we did the good part is somebody has suggested for a recording. So whatever you have missed, you will be able to catch up from the recording.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Great. Now we're talking about how a PTM looks like in a day. So हम लोग बच्चों को इन्फॉर्म करते हैं कि भाई एक्स डेट को जो है आपके पेरेंट्स को बुलाना है आपने, एंड विल हैव आपके मार्क्स बताएंगे और बुलाना है आपको. तो कुछ घर पे जाके बोलते हैं, कुछ घर पे जाके बोलते हैं तो पेरेंट्स सुनते नहीं हैं, और कुछ सुन लेते हैं तो आ जाते हैं वो. नाउ दोज हु कम इन, द फॉर्मेट इज दे मीट द टीचर. हम उस दिन बच्चों को नहीं बुलाते. ठीक है, जिस दिन पीटीएम होती है ना, उस दिन हम बच्चों को. सो पेटीएम जनरली स्टार्ट एट मॉर्निंग 7 o'clock 8 o'clock, बिकॉज इनको इनको काम पे जाना होता है. ये सारे मजदूर हैं ये. ठीक है ना. इन्हें काम पे जाना है. कोई मेड है तो उसे घर पे खाना बनाने जाना है, कुछ ना कुछ करने जाना है. वो मैडम से छुट्टी लेके आ रखी है कि मैडम मैं आधे घंटे लेट आऊंगी, मेरे बच्चे की पीटीएम है. ऑल दोज थिंग्स. सो दे कम आइदर 7, एंड देन हम लोग फिर 7 to 9 ये है बच्चों को नहीं बुलाते. हम बोलते हैं सिर्फ आप पेरेंट्स को आना है, और 9 बजे बच्चे को बुलाओ, या 8 बजे से तो 10 बजे बच्चे को बुलाओ. 8 से 10 सिर्फ पेरेंट्स होंगे. नाउ वन पेरेंट कम्स इन, teacher will be telling them अच्छा ठीक. So we have a database of बच्चा, their marks, their attendance on a mobile app. You will have access to that mobile app. So you will be able to, अगर आप जब चाहो तो you can see the बच्चे का डेटा कि बच्चा कितना मार्क्स अटेंड कर रहा है और कितना अटेंडेंस है बच्चे का. If you want to access this, Otherwise, teacher has that access and teacher will be talking about these things to the parents कि आपका बच्चा ऐसा है, इंग्लिश में इतने आए, हिंदी में इतने आए, इतने दिन आता है, इतने दिन नहीं आता है, ये समझाते हो, समझता नहीं समझता. And then once it is done, then teacher will bring that parent in front of a laptop, and the other side it will be you, and वहां पर जाके then you do your conversation, right? So I would like to understand from you all that what is that? Would you need any data in advance? Though you have that access to system if you want, but do you really need it? Uh, you know, do you want to capture whatever you're talking? Do you want to capture it in what, Hanji, what format, whatever, questions or ideas?
So at least, I mean, I remember whenever I interact with any of the children or parents, I make anecdotal records. So basically to understand that what is it that they have, the pattern of the answers, or what kind of things that is going on in their mind. How do we change the narratives next time? And it also helps our peers to understand that, okay, I am also facing the same thing. What do we do? So for a point of discussion for each other, that's a very, important document that we all can create for ourselves. That whatever interaction we have with our parents, we just note down simple points: the name of the child, name of the parents, and what basically questions, or what is the, the interaction that we had, the main points.
Mm.
The second thing, I think, I feel, at least for myself, I would require a little introduction to the child in terms of their continuity, the grade that they are in. Uh, that's it. Not
So you
in
will
terms
have
of
access
how
to that
many marks they're
application.
doing. That's
You will have access,
that's it.
तो वो तो आप कभी भी देख सकते हो, it's online.
Yeah. So that record, we can either do it, we create a Google Drive, and all of us, we upload it at the end of the day for you also to access, and anyone who can see that, okay, I had interaction with this question came up, or this is what the parent gave an answer for. And so that at any given point of that, you have that data to go back to and say, okay, this is a common factor which is coming in. Can we deal with it? So that's my
True.
suggestion. Uh,
Yeah.
I know it's a little bit of another legwork of doing,
No, no, very much
uploading or
possible.
writing that.
Very much possible.
That,
Or
but I
the
think that
beauty is,
will help us in the long run.
mm, no, no, I think it is good one. So yes, a Google Sheet will help. Anisha,
So
Kanupriya,
I have a question.
yeah,
So for example, if I join as a PTM volunteer, you would give me a set number of parents, and those are the parents I interact on a regular, whatever the frequency of the PTM might be, will happen,
right,
correct?
very right, correct.
Right. Right. Okay. So I actually agree with Anupreet. I think there has to be shared learning here. Honestly, this is something very new for me, though I'm still teaching at an NGO, but we have very academic PTMs. We don't go into this whole, आप आ क्यों नहीं रहे, अब आप यहाँ काम करो, अब वहाँ काम करो. Honestly, like actually have to think about it myself also, कि मेरे को क्या बोलना है, कैसे बोलना है. It's not something which I have learned or I have any experience. And so I think a shared database or some ideas, of course, you've given us that thing, but फिर भी. And I would love to also shadow listen to a couple of them with people who already been doing as to how to go about it, right?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. So as far as shadowing is concerned, I am there. I have been doing it for so many years, so I can tell you what I have tried. उसमें क्या
Yeah.
होता है, क्या नहीं होता है.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, so you can, you know, so probably, so we have every month we do PTM, right? So next 3 days we have PTM continuously. 3 or 4 days, I think we have continuous PTM at every center. So we can chip in, we can learn from there, and then we
Yeah.
can keep on adding, right?
Sounds good.
Mm, so I can share the link of PTM, in the group, and You can join in, you can let me know whosoever will be available for, whatever date. And
Yeah.
if you want, you can have two people joining on same day. एक सुन सकता है, एक बोल सकता है, देख सकता है, मतलब it will be cross learning process also. See, it's a slow process. And as Anisha, you rightly said, once, so for to give you example, if I have given you a center of sector 51, or if you're talking to a parents of sector 51, then you will be hand holding that 51 sector for a longer
Yeah.
period कि भाई जो आपने बोला
Got
इस
it.
महीने कुछ इम्प्लीमेंट हुआ उस
हाँ,
sector,
right.
उसको कुछ इम्पैक्ट हुआ उसका, वरना कुछ और नया फॉर्मूला निकालेंगे फिर उनको समझाने के लिए. See, the
Yeah.
point is, these parents, इनके जो पेरेंट्स हैं, they are not aware about lot of things. So जिनको हम बोलते हैं कि बेसिक चीजें नहीं पता, उनको बेसिक चीजें नहीं पता है, तो वो कवर हमें करना पड़ेगा, मतलब पेशेंटली कवर करना पड़ेगा. दैट्स व्हाट द process will be ki, matlab, you would need, nothing will happen in, one meeting, two meeting. It's a gradual process, but you will love it the day you will see a impact ना कि यार मैंने क्रैक कर दिया ये, चाहे आप भले ही, you know so each center we have around 40 to 60 kids. ठीक है, 40 kids will be divided into at least 23-24 पेरेंट्स. तो ईच पेरेंट्स के दो बच्चे होंगे ना, तो 23-24 पेरेंट्स मान लो. द मोमेंट यू सी कि आपने 24-25 पेरेंट्स को एड्रेस किया था, एंड यू आर एबल टू सी अ चेंज इन दोज 7-8 पेरेंट्स, ओ, देन यू विल हैव लॉट ऑफ क्लैरिटी कि बॉस कुछ तो अचीव कर ली लाइफ में. योर वन बकेट विल गेट टिक्ड. या सो as I said, we have in total 400 बच्चा. 400 में से each center will have between 40 to 60. कहीं पे जो है 35 भी होंगे, तो कहीं पे जो है 70 भी होंगे. जहाँ पर 70 है वहाँ पर there are 2 teachers, जहाँ 35 है वहाँ पर एक we have 1 teacher. And we give them books, copies, notebooks, monkey cap, जुराब, जो भी चीज़ चाहिए होती है. तो anybody who walks in ना, इन आर पार्क की नियर बाय के क्या चाहिए, तो वी टेल देम कि बॉस अपने को जुराब चाहिए, जूते चाहिए, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द क्लाइमेट, ऑल दिस. So we are taking care of that front, that whatever is required. And teachers have a power bank, teacher have a data card, teacher have a laptop. So वो कनेक्टिविटी का इशू भी नहीं आता है. हमने आज तक कभी हमने वी हैव डन लॉट ऑफ वॉलेंटियर क्लासेस एवरी सैटरडे थ्रू लैपटॉप्स. टीचर को पता है कि लैपटॉप के थ्रू कैसे वॉलेंटियर को लेके आना है और कनेक्ट करना है, वो सब कुछ पता है, राइट. We have good bandwidth of data card, so we can consume 5 GB data. So we have never used it, so we'll try it first time. जब आप बात करोगे, आप 2-3 घंटे यूज करोगे, तो we'll figure out कि क्या ये 5 GB बहुत है, क्या हमको और लेना पड़ेगा. We'll figure that out, राइट. एज ऑफ नाउ वी आर थिंकिंग कि ये हम लोग फिजिकल ही करेंगे. जो बच्चे को पेरेंट्स आ रहे हैं स्कूल में, उनसे ही बात करने वाले हैं. मे बी अ मंथ, 2 year, 3 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months down the line, वी मे स्टार्ट थिंकिंग कि जो पेरेंट्स नहीं आ रहे हैं उनको कैसे एड्रेस करना है. कुछ तो होंगे जो नहीं आ रहे होंगे, बच्चे भी इन्फॉर्म नहीं कर रहे होंगे पेरेंट्स को. कुछ हमारे यहाँ ना पीटीएम नाम की कोई चीज होती है, उनको पता है कि उनकी डांट पड़ने वाली है. या फिर जो है पेरेंट्स से, नहीं यार हम तो इसका एडमिशन करा रखा है सरकारी स्कूल में, तो वहीं पढ़ाएंगे, यहाँ तो ये टाइम पास के लिए जा रहा है, राइट. सो दैट्स व्हाट विल फिगर आउट हाउ थिंग्स आर. एनी क्वेश्चन कनुप्रिया? I think she has some connectivity. So is there anything, what do you call call to action? Is there a call to action from this call? Okay, let me help with a call to action.
Yeah, I think it's very new for us. I feel, I don't know for Anupreet, but I feel it's like extremely unknown territory, like for me at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, Anisha, so you have faith in yourself and me,
No, no,
and
yeah,
we
that of
will.
course, of course.
Uh,
Then I'm sure anything you do, like you do it with all your conviction and heart, I'm sure things will happen. But like you
oh.
said, I feel the process is going to be extremely gradual, right? Like,
Hmm.
but yeah, you said wo khushi jo, even if you can like one or two impacts, yeah, the impacts for
यार,
life, and that's amazing.
हाँ, just remember, जब आपका बच्चा छोटा था and when you went to a PTM first time, right? What were you expecting from the teacher? Maybe
Yeah,
you and
but
the
this is a
teacher.
very different zone, na, Roshan. Like this whole concept, like it's I mean, unfortunately, we're all staying in our bubbles, na. This concept of nomadic lifestyle and everything is a little bit alien in terms of even where I teach Saksham, regularity is there. Like I've been teaching for pre-COVID, I've been teaching there. I was with Amity first, and then I shifted here during just when COVID started.
Mhm.
And we don't have any regularity issues. So it's a slightly different ball game, but I'm very interested to understand the impact that one actually can create here. So
Mhm.
I'm very happy to learn and be a part of it. And I commit to you that I will go along with you for the journey. That's all that I can commit. बाकी
I
मुझे
think
मैं
that's huge.
सीखूंगी अब और
That's
मैं कोई
huge.
कमिटमेंट नहीं दे रही आपको
हाँ, we
सीखने
have
की
a
और आपके साथ आई विल डू व्हाटएवर आई मीन आई एम या उसके बाद आई डोंट नो मतलब मुझे कुछ पता नहीं इस बारे में सो आई
कर
कैन
लेंगे।
नॉट
कमिटमेंट ये है कि
हाँ
छोड़ना नहीं है, और फिर
हाँ
कमिटमेंट ये कि सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करेंगे,
ऑफ
गिरेंगे,
कोर्स ऑफ
उठेंगे, फिर गिरेंगे, फिर
कोर्स
उठेंगे, तो कुछ ना
डन
कुछ तो कर ही लेंगे फिर।
या टोटली
All right, Anu, closing remarks, and then we have 7 minutes to stop this recording.
No, so just wanted to understand for tomorrow, the next 3 days. So do we just join like that in the next 3 days, or do we specify that okay, Tuesday I will be there from so and
हाँ,
so time?
you mentioned your availability, so I know, मैं आज बोल रहा हूँ कि Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so you will have your certain things. So whatever is your availability, you mention that this is my availability, and I'll join on this date. So
Okay,
that's it.
and you'll have to create that Google sheet
We'll share the Google
and
sheet.
give access to us.
We'll share the Google link. We'll share the teacher का number जो वहाँ पर रहेंगे join PTM के time पे.
Yeah, I think we'll see how it works. Go with the flow.
Hmm.
yeah I think that I want one question. We'll know in advance, right? Because I go to school on Mondays, Wednesdays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays, though I go a little later. You said, has he left the call?
No,
Or
I'm
is he
there.
there? Acha, okay. So I just, yeah, because I go Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, though I go a little later. You were mentioning that the PTM start as early as 7. My classes at school start at 11.
Okay.
So I have those, so we will know in advance, right? Like as such, matlab when we are a part of the system, we will know a couple of days in
So you will
advance.
know in
Right.
advance, at least 15 days in advance कि उस तारीख को
Okay.
PTM है.
Cool, cool,
उस तारीख को इतने बजे
Yeah.
इस जगह पे PTM है. You will know 15 days in advance, at least.
okay,
मतलब we
okay.
have test and then we have PTM. So टेस्ट के लिए हमको टेस्ट को प्रिपेयर करना पड़ता है, टेस्ट को इन्फॉर्म करना पड़ता है बच्चों को, तो we have enough time.
And tell me one of the locations, suppose I am given a particular, you said 7 places where you do it, right? So if I am given a particular place and say it's accessible to me, you still want me to be a remote participant.
No, you can do physically, but मुझे लगता है physically में ज़्यादा challenging हो जाएगा आपके लिए.
Okay,
सुबह 7 बजे
okay.
8 बजे
I'll just
पहुंचना, पार्क में खड़े रहना ठंड में.
okay. No, I'm just checking with you, like
हाँ.
as in how does that, yeah.
No. So once the mausamn is good, then
Yeah,
probably you can drop in sometime physically also.
yeah, okay. Cool. So maybe we can shadow listen because I have school all 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So maybe I can shadow listen during the mornings and kind of have a feel for it. And then I can
Sure.
start properly from Jan for sure because I'm also traveling in December. So we can start in Jan for sure.
Done deal.
Done.
Uh, all right. Kanupriya, any questions for you from you?
Yeah, actually, I will listen the recording first.
Okay.
Because I'm also working, so I need to check about the timings and all. Because 7 will be too early,
Hmm.
and on working days, like weekends is fine. Because my
Hmm.
kids they leave at 7:15 in the morning
Hmm.
for school,
Hmm.
so
ठीक है,
that
आप देख
is the
लीजिएगा,
issue.
महीने में 1 दिन 2 दिन निकालने हैं, अगर हो पाएंगे तो
हाँ,
इट विल
आप अभी I'll just go through the recording. So
श्योर.
if I know in advance, then obviously I'll plan my day accordingly.
हाँ हाँ, यू विल ऑलवेज हैव
है ना? हाँ,
नोटिफिकेशन कि पीटीएम किस तारीख को है इन द ग्रुप ओनली,
हाँ
एंड इट
जी,
विल बी एटलीस्ट
correct,
15 days in advance.
correct. Right.
All right. Okay, then
All
we'll
right,
share the
thank you.
recording link. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you so much.
All right, oh,
Thank
bye-bye.
you.
Bye. Have a good Sunday. Bye.
Thank you.